Hey, this is Dave with Taboo Customs here today with a real quick video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing a fog light bulb here on our 03 Grand Cherokee WJ that we've been calling the WOJ because, well, we've got a lot of woes with it. It's our project that we've got that's we're calling a grand under a grand. Purchased it for $700. Been working through all the things, fixing pretty much everything that we could. Now, obviously, our fog light, probably a low priority, but is easy for us to replace. We did notice that this one wasn't working, so we figured we'd walk you through it and show you how it is, or how you go about basically replacing that fog light. Let's get started. Now we are behind the rear bumper, behind the front bumper where the fog lights are at. Here's obviously the connector for the fog lights. The first thing we're going to want to do is disconnect this here from the wiring harness. There is a connector at the back. That little black piece will come off, and one of the things to be careful with is these two little black fingers here from the harness. Don't break those off, so we're going to pry out a little bit, try to wiggle back and forth. Difficult with a camera in the way. All right, so now before I pull that out, since this is right here in front of the tire, ends up getting stuff slung on it all the time, so we're just gonna go in here. Got some, actually this is WD-40 just contact cleaner, just trying to clean some of the gunk out of there. Regular WD-40 probably worked, but that was closer to us right now. And then this is on both sides, passenger, driver. They're both righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so we're gonna, just like we're taking a bolt off, turn that, and you should be able to turn it, and these are keyed into the back of the fog lights here. And okay, so normally there'd be a whole bunch of other stuff on here, a bulb and some metal and stuff, so some of that's probably down in the light. Ugh. So I guess we got a couple of options here. We could leave it in there, let it rattle around forever, or we could go ahead and try to take this light out. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these two. We've got a bolt on the inside here, a nut on this side. I think they're both 10mm look like, probably. Yeah. Hopefully they're not so rusted that they break. A deep well probably would have been a good idea. Let's also make sure we don't drop it on the concrete. Gosh, if you are luck. Fix 138. Oh, that is not okay. I think it's unscrewing from the back of the housing. Hopefully that's all right. There goes that one. Okay, hopefully this one will keep coming out. Basically this is screwed into the back of the light housing, and I think it's just coming out from there. You go. You know, our Jeep is pretty well clean, but I don't know if you can see in here, but there's a lot of buildup inside there just being in front of the wheel. So we're just gonna pretty much keep just shaking the light, hoping that we can get a little lucky. Oh, yeah, and start getting the pieces out, which looks like we did get everything out. While we're here though, we'll show you on the back. So there's little key slots here, so as we go to put this back in, we got to put it in the key slots, turn it to the right to basically tighten it up. So let's take a look at the new bulb. Now it's time to put it back. One of the things we should have mentioned is go in and clean up the inside of this ring, because that's where that thing's going to go in there and sit. All of them are going to be filled with some gunk of some sort. So we'll get this reinstalled here and then put our light back in. I'll be right back. As for the bulb, we're using a Sylvania 9140. Pick them up at most auto parts stores. We'll put a link in the description if you're looking for one off of Amazon. Honestly, they were pretty pricey. When I went in, I was hoping I could just buy maybe the bulb, but now that I pulled the old socket out, I can see the bulb is pretty much gone, because you usually, I don't know on these, they may not actually be serviceable. I thought they were. But anyway, it'll come with this the whole socket and everything, which is good, especially for ours. But a little pricey. Surprised. I almost didn't buy one, but I thought, oh, I've got those millions of people asking for a fog light video. Well, not really. Really, it's just Bob down in Texas. Hi, Bob. So a little bit of dielectric grease here on the connector, keep it from corroding. We actually didn't want to plug that in just yet. Got ahead of ourselves. Take it back off. So go ahead, fish that in there. On ours, we got to turn it way down here. Two of the slots are bigger, one is smaller, so it will only go in one way. So kind of stuck really having to push that in there. Once you get it in there though, you should be able to then turn it. Well, maybe. There we go. So ours pretty much turned up to where it's pointing straight out. Go in, plug it back in, and it'll probably be it. You know, I can't remember now that I think about it. Is there supposed to be an inner? There might actually was an inner panel in here. You may actually have to pull that out. Yeah, pretty sure there was. So unfortunately, I just realized that. So if you have that inner panel, you'll have to get that out of the way. But anyway, there you have it. Real quick, some people don't know actually how to turn those lights on. You actually, with the headlights on, if you pull this out, you'll see there, out is actually the little fog lights on. So if we pull those out now, come around here, we should have both of those bottom lights. There we go. Well, that will pretty much do it for this video. We thank you for watching. As always, a like or subscribe is greatly appreciated. Be sure to check out the rest of our videos, as we have a bunch of videos we are doing on this specific Jeep as we work through all of its issues.